Alright, so let's review some limit stuff right here. Alright, so for number 7 here, plug it in. This is just try to substitute in. We always try substitution first. So we're going to take this, we substitute it in, and we get 3 times 3 squared, which is 9, minus 1. And that gives us the square root of 26. So we get an answer. This is okay. By the way, because we get an answer, it's continuous. It's kind of a nice way to say if it's continuous or not. Let's try number 8. Plug in pi over 2. We get the sine of pi over 2 plus 3. Sine of pi over 2 is 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. Very easy to do these. So try number 9. Plug in the negative 5. We're going to get 3 times, that's negative 125, 5 cubed, plus 2. On the bottom, we get negative 5 minus 5. Now be careful. This is not indeterminate, so we're not going to get 0 on the bottom. Matter of fact, on the bottom, we get negative 10. On the top, I don't know what that is. Let's see here. 3 times 125, that becomes negative 375. Plus 2, we're going to get negative 373 over negative 10, which is just 373 over 10. We get an answer. So this is not our indeterminate form. The mistake people make is that they think every time we get fraction, we get 0 over 0. Not always true. You always check substitution first. And if a substitution gives us 0, 0, then we use our factor cancel method. All right, so let's take a look down here. Number 10, looking at the graph. As we approach negative 5 from the left, let's take a look at what's happening. From the left, looks like we're approaching negative 1. What's the limit as x approaches 2? Negative 2. Remember, we're approaching from the left and the right. So from the left, it looks like we're approaching negative 1, and the right, we're approaching negative 1. So because they're both the same, the answer is just negative 1. What's the limit as we approach negative 5? Well, we already know that the left is negative 1. But what's the right doing? From negative 5, as I approach from the right, I'm approaching 0. They're not the same. So we say D and E. And let's write out the reason why. The only time you have to write out a reason. And that is because the limit as x approaches negative 5 from the left does not equal the limit as x approaches negative 5 from the right. That's the left. And that's the only time you ever have to write out a reason, is if it's a D and E. All right, so that's it for today, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, Monday, to work on these. Bye.